Okay, so good evening, everybody. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on the time that you come back to watch this video. So it's Amazon here, and today in another edition of the Authors Accelerator Bootcamp, we are going to be looking. We are looking at a very important topic, which is about publishing our books, our ebooks on other platforms. On the start of this entire program, we have talked about the many platforms that is available to us and how we can go ahead to publish on them. We have covered the concept of publishing Kindle on Amazon, and then today we are talking about publishing ebooks on Okada Books, Bambooks, Kobo, and Seller. So one after the other, we are going to be taking them going forward. So, but before we start publishing on those platforms, let me quickly say that the ebook format you need to publish on these other platforms, especially Okada Books, Bambooks, and Kobo, is not PDF, it's not Microsoft Word, it's not KPF, but it's called EPUB. E and PUB, short form for electronic publication. That is called electronic publication format, and it's called electronic publication format because it is the most acceptable book or ebook format in the entire world. If you have that format of book, you can use that single format of book to publish on over a million online stores in the world. So it's a very powerful tool. In fact, there was a time while I was in the process of all of this during the pandemic. I taught a complete masterclass on just creation of EPUB. As I was still learning all of those things. Remember, I told you guys that I started this whole thing with formatting. So creation of EPUB was at that time one of the major sources of my expertise. In fact, right now I have a software I had to master because it uses some coding, HTML coding. I had to learn it. I have to master it so that I can be able to dissect any kind of EPUB, search inside and check for any errors, delete all of them, ensure that everything is clear. So one time like that, I was invited to come and train some people, and it was the entire master class was on electronic publication. Only that format, I trained people, and I was paid only to learn how to create electronic book format. So, but with constant time and practice, a lot of things have evolved, and as of today, you don't necessarily need to learn how to create EPUB from scratch using complicated tools like me right now. But because of the fact that we don't have luxury of time, and apart from time, the ease of processes and technology, as technology advances, a lot of things becomes easier. Because I know by the time I open that software now and start saying, this is how you validate the EPUB, this is how you check for errors, this is how before we everybody in this call will leave this everybody will leave this call because it becomes very very boring. Okay, nonetheless. So so why I said that was because I want to just intimate you that we will need to first create the EPUB version of our book. We need to create the EPUB version of our book before we go ahead publishing on any of those platforms. So right now, as I was talking to you, I said there are a lot of platforms that have now evolved to help us. There are online platforms that we can use to quickly convert documents from one format to another. But the downside of using online platforms to convert is that many times after you've converted your Word documents to EPUB and you publish that document on any of these platforms, especially Kobo or Bambooks, you will see that that file will be rejected because there might be what is called um, OCR, optical character recognition. OCR, optical character recognition. There might be some codes that will be inserted by those platforms in that book, and when those codes are inserted in that book, it becomes unusable by the other platforms. It's like copyright, right? Um, no, not copyright. It's called watermark. So they'll put some watermark inside the book and becomes harder for you to use. So the two platforms I would recommend us to try out for conversion of EPUB that we are going to do on this call right now. Maybe we okay, yes, one of them we'll do on this call right now. The second one, I'm just going to recommend it to you. We did not talk about it entirely on this platform, on this training, because of one reason, and the reason is because they created some. We used to use that platform to publish on more than 40 or 50 stores, but right now there's now limitation restrictions for Africans and so on and so forth, especially the Nigerian authors. When you create an account, I want to publish a book, there are restrictions that they will put for you, and you're not able to go ahead. So I'll recommend it, and I'll try and show you because I have an account already. I'll show you with that platform, and then um, I will recommend it to you. You can also set up an account and use the same process. So what we use that platform to do will only be for conversion of our book to EPUB, not for publishing because it will not be allowed. We'll use that platform to do that. Then first platform we're going to be exploring, however, is Google Docs. We'll use Google Docs and I will show you how to convert your file from doc to EPUB quickly. In fact, we see with one or two clicks you'll be done. Then I'll also show you how to use the second platform called Draft to Digital. Draft to Digital. That's the second platform we're going to be using. Then after we have gotten our EPUB, we'll now quickly rush to Okada Books, publish, go to Palm Books, go to Kobo, and then we publish on Seller. Seller, what we need to publish on Seller is just the PDF version of your book, PDF version of your book, and of course a mock-up. So that's that for that. So quickly, let me show you how this works very, very quickly right now. Now I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Google Docs. I just search Google Docs and then I'll log in. This is my Google Docs. Why is it not logging in? Okay, not about docs. But I want to show you how. Which book is this? I'm not even sure if I was the one who wrote this book. I can't remember anything about this. Anyway, it could be me. I don't know. Facing a practical guide to overcoming negative unconscious conditioning. No, it was not me. Anyway, so let's assume that this is your Google Doc. Please, I hope we can still see my screen. Okay, I've not started sharing. Oh, so sorry. So let me share what I'm looking at right now so that you can see what I am talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about right now. The tab, this, yes, here, this. Fantastic. Okay, let me change the layout. Change layout. Sidebar. Oh, what is happening? What am I doing? Okay, I guess there's an error somewhere. I don't understand what's happening today. Oh, okay. I know why. I'm so sorry. Oh, I used a different setting today, and it's affecting it's affecting my output. It's because I pinned this stuff here. That's why. So let me unpin. Yes, fantastic. Sometimes you just need to know how to go about, walk around these tools before they mess you up. Okay, so yeah, I hope we can see my screen right now. You can see the um document on my screen with the title creating a new reality. Excellent, thank you. So this is what I want you to do. If you have Google Docs, everybody has it. As long as you have a Gmail account, you have Google Docs, you have access to this. And to accept Google Docs, all you need to just do is to go to your browser and search docs.google.com. docs.google.com. Go to that URL. It's going to open up. Let me show you exactly how it's supposed to open up. Docs. Um, I don't want to leave anything. I don't want to assume. about anything here. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let me stop sharing this. Let me show you what I want to show you right now, so that we can start from one step at a time. Just take one step at a time. So when you go to docs.google.com, this is what it usually looks like. Is you are going to see something like this. You're going to see something like this. Now, if you have never used this application before, don't worry, right? What I just need you to do is you click on this blank, this plus sign, and this blank. Just click on it like this. It's going to create a completely blank version of your book like this. It's going to create a blank canvas for you like this. So when it creates this kind of canvas, right? What I just need you to do is come to this part where you see file. And by the way, you can see that this box you are seeing here. You can see they say Grammarly for Chrome and so on. Remember what I taught you during the editing class, that you can install the Grammarly extension. This is why this is showing me here. So anytime as I begin to type now, Grammarly will automatically be searching through my content to help me correct errors and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why I told you about this. You can see that as I open Google Docs, it automatically open here for me to tell me that I am here for you. So that is just what that is about. So I have to just close it because I don't need it right now. So to open your file, say now you have never used this tool before, but you want to open the book you have already worked on using Microsoft Word. All you just need to do is to come to this part where you see file, click on file, and you will see this option that says open. That's what I want you to do. Click on open. Now go and open one of the files we have worked on before. You can see that it's asking me where do I want to locate that file from. It's asking me whether it's my recent, whatever. I will say my no, I'll say upload. Come to upload, because I want to put here is a file from my laptop. So click on upload, click on browse, and then I will select. Let me look for that file. Where did I even save it? Let me look for that file. Books. I think it's here. That's yes, this file, this book, aging. So I'll just click on it and allow it to open, just like you can see right now. And you just see what is going to happen now. It's going to now open that file inside Google Docs. Can you see? The exact way I formatted it here on Microsoft Word. That's why I was telling you that Microsoft Word is a very powerful tool that is highly underrated, underestimated. Thankfully, it's a tool I have mastered to an extent. Like there's a time I even took a test on LinkedIn and I got distinction. That was by the way. Anyway, so but I'm saying that this is a tool I have mastered, and I encourage everybody to also learn a thing or two. You can see that the exact way I formatted it on Microsoft Word is this exact way it is displaying here. Only that of course this particular name came to the next page, but that's not a problem. You can see that everything I did is exactly the way it is here. You can see everything, every single thing. Now, what do I do? Let me scroll down to where I have boxes and tables to be sure that it's the same way. Yeah, exactly. See everything. So what do I do here? All I need to do, I will just move. Let me just move this a little bit upwards, so that the author's name is going to be on the first page. This is a copyright page, and so on and so forth. So after you are done, now mind you, if you did a good job on Microsoft Word, you don't need to do anything here again. Once you just put the file inside Google Docs, just come back here where you see file, click on it. When you click on file, come down, you see this place say download. Just hover your mouse on it. You see download, then come down, you see EPUB here. Can you see EPUB? That's all. Just click on EPUB like this, and voila, in how many seconds did you achieve this? You have your EPUB file ready to be used. As easy as any other thing on it. Save, and our EPUB file is good to go. Fantastic. Now, I hope that is very simple and understandable. Very, very simple, easy, and simple and short, right? Nothing else to think too much about. And that's the first way to get your ebook, your EPUB file ready. But like I say, I can even decide to run this particular EPUB I got now. I can decide to run it through my software to check for to validate it, to check for errors, check for all of that. And there's every possibility that if I check, I will see a lot of errors because there might be one or two watermarks that have been infused inside the book. But this is what I want to do now, right? I don't want to over, I'm trying to make this entire journey very easy so that you don't have to learn unnecessary things. Me, I had to learn most of these things because I didn't have a guide at the time I was learning, so I had to pass through a lot of stuff ahead. But now that I've learned it, I'm trying to make it easy for you. So what we are going to do now, before we even talk about draft digital, because if you go to that draft digital, I have to start explaining to you how you can set up an account from afresh. So what we will do, that will make this entire thing easy is that now that we have gotten our EPUB, we will go straight to Okada Books. Let's go to Okada Books and try to publish this book and see what it will look like. Let's just try it. Let's just publish it and see if it goes successfully. All glory to God. It means that we don't have to do other we don't have to over stress throughout this whole thing. So we'll just go to Okada Books right away and we will try and publish our book. So that's what we're going to do now. So let me open a new tab here and then I'll go to Okada Books. So I will stop sharing this right now. I will stop sharing this. I will stop sharing this so that I can share the news page I'm looking at right now. So let me share quickly. So this is where I am. OkadaBooks.com. So let me remove all of this. This is not what I want. I don't need all of this. Okay, fantastic. So this is OkadaBooks.com. To get to OkadaBooks.com, you need to just go to publish.okadabooks.com. Remember the way we did it, publish.okadabooks.com. So I'm going to now log into this account. Incorrect. Okay. Okay, let me use the account that we set up the other time using Mr. Petel's. What is even the email? Uh, okay, yeah, I see it. So, okay, okay. So now we are here. This is the account we created the other time. Remember, this was the Okada Books account we created. Why setting up this entire stuff? So if you want to publish a book on Okada Books, right? If you want to publish a book on Okada Books, what you simply do is look at this panel. Look at these options here. You see this part that says publish. That's what you just hover your mouse like this and click on create your story. Click on create your story. So once you click on create your story, it's going to come up like this for you. Can you see? You see this part. You see title. You see author. Author is already pre-filled because it was put. The details were put on the profile section. You can see the author section. You see this part is for category. This part is for language, tags, description, price, other options to select from. And then when we see where we upload our EPUB, you can see that look at what it says here. PDF files are not supported. Yeah. So that's instead as powerful as PDF is, there are platforms that you cannot upload PDFs to. So you can only upload EPUB on platforms worldwide. And if you have your EPUB, like I explained the other time, EPUB is by far the most acceptable publishing platform publishing ebook format in the world. So you want to get that. Now, so we start from here. If anytime you are here, this is what you start from. You upload your cover. So I'm going to now go ahead and upload a cover. Look at what it says. If you upload a cover, you just need to click on this part that says upload cover. Then it asks you have two questions here. Get a professional book cover. I already have a good cover. This is like hiring the services of the owners of Okada Books. This is like saying that I already have my own cover. So I'm going to select this, which I believe you should always select because before you come here, it is believed that you have already created your own cover. So click on upload cover. But wait, before we do that, look at what it says here. Our recommended size is 320 by 400 pixel, and also the format accepted is JPG, JPEG, PNG, and GIF, and so on and so forth. Images or designs you don't have copyright to will be deleted. Note that 3D covers also will be deleted, which just say that you cannot upload mockups here. I'm going to tell you about mockups. We should have talked about that in the um, um, cover creation class, but we are going to talk about it today. No, no, notwithstanding, especially when we are about to publish on Seller. So just click on upload cover. Then I'm going to look for my cover. This is the cover. I think this should be my cover. Let me open and see. Let me be sure. This is my cover. Yes, fantastic. That's my cover. Just select it. Now this is the cover. Now, if let me move down a little bit, you can see that though it's the cover, it's there's a way it looks as though it's a little bit shrinked. It's shrinked somehow, but that's not a problem. Just leave it like that. Then here you write the title of the book. Title of the book here is The Fountain of Youth. Then unlocking the secrets to aging gracefully. Right? So that's the title of this book. Now you see the author here has already been pre-filled, but I can always change it. You can always change the author's name to whatever it is that you're writing on. So this book now, the author is Dr. Green. So anyway, if you are publishing for other people, of course, like I told you, you have to create an account in their name. Create an account in their name so you can use their own names to publish the book. This is just for illustration, so that's why it is like this. Now, this book is on health, beauty, looking younger, and so on and so forth. Now, this part where we see category is where we now select that. Click on this part, and now there are different options here. You see science fiction, business and finance, religion and beliefs, self-help, mystery, educational memo, fiction, non-fiction, health and living, other, children, romance, adventure, free, raw or unpublished works, comics, history, drama, poetry, humor, and erotic. So this book, from what I see, it actually falls on I can use health and living. Why? Because this is about bodily fitness. That's what really the book is really about. So I can choose that option, or I can come and select self-help because self-help become a broader category. This is about how you can unlock the secret to aging gracefully as an individual. So, but I think health and living resonates more for this book. So I'll select that. You can see that for this platform, there's a limit to the categories available, unlike Amazon that has subcategories, 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 and so on and so forth. Now for tags are simply like keywords. What are those things that people will actually search for that will lead them to a book like my own? So in this case, I can just come up with words like aging. When you type anything and you want to write the second one, you just tap on comma. Just tap on comma. Can you see that? If I type anything I type and type on comma or space, I think space too should work. Aging, there is health. I can say health space. I can say fitness space. I can say diet space, and any other thing you think relates directly to your book. Go ahead and type. I think there's a limit or there's not. I don't know, but just type as many as you can, and you are just going to continue going. So description talks about the book aspect of your book. Either it's about the book or like I always told you the other time, you can use a sales copy as well. I always recommend sales copy. So let me just get something that I can use because this is for illustrations and nothing else. So that's why I'm just getting. So I'm just going to paste what I copied here. Then now talk about price. Now the thing is that on Okada Books is a Nigerian based platform, right? And okay, let me show you an example of what I'm saying. If you want to publish on Okada Books, especially when you talk about pricing, there are a number of things to consider. It's good to look at other books around around the niche you are writing on. Well, it's not just on Okada Books; it also applies to many other platforms, even Amazon. Sometimes it is important to do some research to just check. Okay, in what is the kind of book that is in this particular niche that I'm writing on? What are books and these other particular niche that I'm writing on? So it's also important to look at those areas as well. So that said, I wanted to open Okada books to check, but I don't think that's actually necessary. Just for you to decide on the price for the book. But what I just wanted to say is that if you're publishing on Okada books, for instance, you are to know. I just want you to be aware that the platform Okada Books, like I said, is a Nigerian-based platform, and most authors publish on that platform because they just want to have an extra platform that their book is available on. However, people actually buy books on Okada Books. In fact, there's an author I was working with. The moment I logged into her dashboard, I was surprised because she has a lot of money on Okada Books that she has earned. Although she's a pastor, and then she has a big community, so it was she, you actually a big community. The moment the book is there, she quickly tell her audience, "My book is now here. It's here, 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 here." And before you know, people are rushing to buy, and she's making a killing out of the whole thing. So Okada Books is a good platform too. So pricing on Okada Books, you see a lot of books that are free. You see a lot of books that are 100 naira. A lot of books are 200 naira. A lot of books are 1,000 naira. Some are 500 naira. Some 2,000 naira. Some 3,000 naira, and so on and so forth. So on this platform is a very tricky platform. When I see books sold at 15 naira, 100 naira, I used to be scared. I'll be like, for real, people are putting their books for 100 naira. So sometimes you wonder, if somebody selling the book 100 naira, then how much am I going to price my own book? But one thing I just want to say is that in this business of book publishing, if you are looking at what one person, somebody else is doing as a yardstick for the things you will do, you'll not really go far, because everybody, the level of time, level of effort, the level of research, or um, even if you're not, even if you didn't do a lot of research, even those of us using AI to write, we know the kind of stress it is. So just think about all those things, and then you now put your book on 100 naira. Well, if you have a community of a million people, 100 naira can work for you. But my point is that if somebody is selling his book 100 naira, it's not an indication that your own book too should be sold at that price. You choose your price. It is your book. You did not consult anybody before writing the book. So choose what you believe is worth your time, your effort, and all of that. Except if the book is free, or you just want people to have access to the knowledge therein, why not? You can choose whatever it is you want. So for this book, I'll just peg the price at 1,000 naira, just because I think it is something that resonate more for this platform. So I'm just going to peg it at just 1,000 naira, and then we're going to move on. Now you can ignore this part. Look at what it says: disable sales in web store. DRM protection is not supported on the Okada Books website. Selecting this box ensures your book can only be downloaded in our apps, which all have DRM support. Note: books with DRM protection reach a smaller audience. In the case of Amazon, it is expected that you check for DRM, but on Okada Books, they are even telling you that if you check for DRM, your book will reach only a smaller audience, so you don't check it. And because on Okada, this particular book now, if we publish it, even people who don't have the Okada Books app can be able to read it online. They can read it directly with their browser. But if you check this box, people who don't have the app cannot read it, so it's going to reach a very small audience. Then, of course, adults plus 18. If your book is mainly for maybe couples, marriage, and there are explicit content in them, you can select. If not, you just ignore it and move on. Then you just come here. Now, on this part here, now you can see that there are two options: upload EPUB, create EPUB. That's the that on Okada Books, you can actually click on this option. Let me click on it so that you see. You can on this option now, you can if I click on create EPUB, you see that an option like this is going to show up. That's to tell me that on Okada Books, I can actually create my own EPUB, but it's going to be only available on Okada Books. How do I create it? It's not as if I'll create it and download it, but I can just copy all my chapter titles. For instance, chapter one of my book, I'll write chapter one here, copy the content and paste here, add section, copy the content and paste, add section, copy the content and paste. So before you are done with this wahala, you know that it's a lot of stress. Instead of using Google Docs and get your EPUB in 3 clicks, you come here and you suffer unnecessarily. So we don't want to go through this hard route. We close this and simply click on upload EPUB. So I'll click on upload EPUB, and that takes me to this place where I'm going to upload my EPUB. I just select this file, click on open, and you see it is already done. So what I need to now do here is to just click on publish. And Interesting thing about Okada books is the moment I click on publish and the book shows successfully published, it becomes available on Okada books for sale immediately. Yeah, like immediately. So that's what I'll do now. I'll just click on publish. Even you remember that this is a dummy illustration. So after publishing, I'll go back and delete it. It's not supposed to be here. You see that I published it, and this is the book. This is the way it looks for anybody who wants to buy. The book is ready, and you can see anybody who buys. I can decide to view it just like Kindle Previewer. Remember, I can decide to view it in different sizes, in different style, and I have my book ready to be read. See how nice it looks? Fantastic. So with this, you can see that the content of my EPUB is well set and beautiful. Nice. So I am good to go. And if I can show you that this book is now available for purchase immediately right now. So I'm going to click on my publications, and this is it. So what I will just do now is on this platform as it is right now, the book is available. So if I want to check for the book on Okada Books, I'll be sure that the book is available for sale or for purchase by other people. What I will just simply do is very simple. I'll log out. First of all, I'll just log out. I'll log out like this. Then this platform where you see publish.okadabooks.com is the back end for publishing books, just like we have kdp.amazon.com, the back end for publishing books. But the front end where you are going to buy the book from is okadabooks.com, simply okadabooks.com. You take it to their store where you get this book. Also like amazon.com where there you go to get the book too. So I'm just going to go to okadabooks.com. Let's go to okadabooks.com now. See, it took me to store.okadabooks.com, and I'll just going to search for this book. I'll click on this part that says read. Click on this part that says read and allow it to load. Open. I don't know why this is taking forever to just load. Okay, fantastic. Now it has opened. It has brought me to this point. Look at it. Now this is their major store. This is their major store, Okada Books store. Now look at what I was telling you guys, right? See this book is 900 naira. This book is 2,500. This one is 800. There are other books that are here but for free. You can see if I scroll, I'll see other books. This is 1,000 naira. This is 500 naira. This is also 500 naira. So let me search for how the book we just published right now. So what I'll do, I'll just come this part that says search books, and then I'll just click on it. And let me search. Do you know what this book is? Fountain. No, the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth. So let me just search for that title only. I'll search for it and let's see. You see that? Voila, this is the book available on the store for purchase already. I'll just click on it, and you see about this book. You can see buy for 1,000 naira, Fountain of Youth, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so this is it. Now, another way to see, um, another way to check for a book like this, especially your book when you publish it, is I'll go back to publish.okadabook.com. I'll go back to that platform. Then you log in. When you are logged in, now you see this. You see a link here. This is linked to your profile. This is your profile link. https dot forward slash okadabooks.com forward slash user forward slash your username. This link will take you to your profile here on Okada Books. You just open it. Okay, no, I'm coming. Open it. Just open that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me share what I'm just looking at. As soon as I click on it, you see it brought me directly to what? To this page. This is the page for your book. So automatically, once you click on publish, your book automatically becomes live and available for purchase. So there's nothing like review, checking of anything on Okada books. Everything just goes live immediately. So that's one advantage of Okada books. The speed of publication is there. So with this, I think we have covered everything that has to do with Okada books, and it's a very, very easy and easygoing platform that we have just explored. Please, I will take questions from here before we go to the next platform where we are going to talk about publishing on. And we're going to talk about publishing on um, Bambooks. Then we go to Kobo. Then we go to Seller. Lastly, please, any question, any point of confusion, do let me know right away. But if there is none, then we can proceed with the next platform. I think there is none because there is no. Go ahead, man. Okay, fantastic. On Akada books and get your money specifically, right? Fantastic question. So if you want to publish on Okada books and get your money, the thing is first of all publish, right? When you now publish. Now, first thing is that when you start making sales, you see this part as you see balance here. This is where the money will appear. You can see it's in naira, right? Now, if you want to now get your money, you see that you go to publish your Okada books. Let me show you. No, not publish, sorry. Just go to okadabooks.com. I'm going to show you everything I'm doing now. Okadabooks.com, you go to okadabooks.com. Now, then you click on this part that says read, right? It's going to take you to your store. I see that um, on my Okada books, the platform, the account that was logged in was for somebody else. So I'm going to log out that and then log in with the account we are working with right now. So let me quickly log out so that we don't unnecessarily. Um, so let me sign out. Okay, so let me log in. Let me log in now. I'll log in with this other information. Let me log in with this other information so that I'll show you exactly how it works. All right. So signing in right now. Signing in. Continue. No, cancel. Okay. Now I've signed in. Right. If I sign in, if you want to withdraw your money, when you go to remember the platform you go to okadabook.com. When you click on okadabook.com, it takes you to okay. In fact, quickly, so in order not to waste time, if you want to check your money and withdraw it, you go to store.okadabook.com /store store okadabook.com /store. I'll put a link right now in the chat currently as we're working with. I'll put the link right now in the chat. Store.okadabook.com /store. So that's the platform to go to, right? So when you go to that platform, you can see that from here. Let me close this. You can see that from here, there is an option called request payout. That's the option to click. You click on request payout. And anytime it shows you this thing, always click on cancel because if you click on continue, it will take you to the platform or the dashboard to publish books. So that's not where we want to go to. We just want to be here to request our payouts. Otherwise, why is it? I don't want to. Okay, let me see. You see, that's why I don't. That's not what I want. You click on request payouts. Okay. Well, if request payouts, you click on request payouts and request payouts is not going through. Um, Okada Boost platform can be something else. It's like it's a crazy platform. Okay, so Okada books. Let me sign in again. I don't know why it did not go through. So let me log in again, sign in, click on cancel, then click on this part again. So I click on request payout. It's not going to. Let's click on balance and see. Click on balance. Oh, fantastic! Not request payout. Click on balance. So when you click on balance, it's going to bring you to this platform. You see where you see this, right? Your balance. You see that your balance. This current balance is zero. You can see it says select payment method. You can use card payment, which is recommended, or you can use alternative means like bank transfer, airtime, or CDs. So what that's to show you that you can use your card payment, can use card payment and request payout. Unfortunately, what we have here is mainly for refilling of your bank, refilling of your Okada books account if you want to buy books. Because if you want to, for instance, if you want to buy a book now, Okada books, you have to use your card to fill up your account. Now, if you want to withdraw your money, after you come here, you just come to this part where you see something like bank transfers and the rest. From this part, if I click on bank transfer, you can see this is the part where I can put the amount I want to withdraw. I put the name of the name of the bank. I mean the name of the person that the money is going to go to, the bank. What is it called now? What is this now? Okay, this payment. I'll just put all my information here, and once I'm done, I'll click on proceed and it goes. But you see, the thing with this platform, like you mentioned, is that it was created specifically for Nigerians. And if you have your Nigerian details, for instance, you have your bank account details here in Nigeria, you can use that information and get it published. Personally, I cannot count number of books I have personally published for myself on this platform because of the fact that there is a lot of restrictions on their platform, quite a number of restrictions on their platform. So my counsel is that if you are working with, depending on the kind of client you're working with, actually, if you're working with clients that are outside the confines of Nigeria, Africa, like that, this platform is not one that they will really appreciate because there was an author I worked with who was in Canada. After we did the book and I published it on Okada Books, he came back and he looked at the whole thing again. In fact, he told me to remove his book from there. Like he looked at the entire thing and he said, no, 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 he gonna allow his book to be here. Why? Because the moment he saw other people putting their books for 100 naira, for 500 naira, he said, "What is this one?" He said, "No, no, no, he cannot put his book here." So it's highly recommended for people who are in Africa. In fact, their platform was built mainly for people in Africa, people in Nigeria, and that's why you see a lot of limitation. Even what I just showed you now, I've looked at it again. I've seen that it is not even for requesting payouts. It's actually for refilling. It's actually for refilling your account for buying books. This part of request payout is where we are supposed to get the information, but it's not even going through. So this part for request payout is this part where you see request payout is what I'm supposed to click, but it's not even going through. So there are some limitations here on this platform. However, it's a platform like I mentioned, it's a platform that it is high that's highly used by some authors in Nigeria. There are authors that are actually making a lot of money from this platform. So it depends on the peculiarity of the author being published for and their acceptance to certain information. But it is good that you asked that question. Now you're able to know that maybe this platform is not something to consider when you're working with clients. Maybe you just ignore it and then look forward to publishing on the other platforms available. Even Bambooks, on Bambooks, when we want to publish on Bambooks too, the account details that they require is mainly Nigerian. It's mainly Nigerian too. So maybe the one that will work best for you will be Kobo when we start talking about Kobo because that one is an international platform. And then, although it's not covered in this training, that one is strictly for international clients like platforms like Ingram Spark, Street Live, and the rest of them. Those ones where if they will charge you a small fee, but they will help you publish the book worldwide, like on one of the platforms we published for you on over 40,000 bookstores. So, of course, you can charge the clients a fee and help them publish their book to reach up to reaching 40,000 bookstores is not a joke. So, of course, you can charge premium for that, add it to the publishing package, and then we are good to go. So I hope that answers your question, man. It's just for you to now have an idea that maybe this platform is not one to consider for your caliber of clients. So, but it's good for the knowledge as well. Okay, fantastic, great. So let's proceed. We'll go to Bambooks right now. Let's go to Bambooks. Let me stop sharing this so that we can go to Bambooks very quickly. So if you want to go to Bambooks, Bambooks also works like Okada Books. However, remember that when we were setting up this whole account, I told you that we could not create a Bambooks account because the way Bambooks works is that as you are the process of publishing the book is how they create the account for you. So let's go to Bambooks. To go to Bambooks, you just go to publish.bambooks.io. I'll put the link again in the description. In the chat, I mean publish.bambooks.io. Publish.bambooks.io. I'm putting that for you. Publish.bambooks.io. Okay, so this is actually for someone I was working with, but this is now gone. Now, when you land on this platform like this, you come to this part where you see create an account. That's what you do. You click on create an account. So click on create an account, then you scroll down a little bit. You now see that. Let me remove all of this. This is where you now put in the information of this particular author. You start with the name. You put the full name here. You put email, phone number, address, password, confirm password. As simple as that. So we are working with Mr. Bethel's details. So I'm just going to use that to set up his account. Then the email. What's that email? What's that email? What's that email? I cannot remember. I think it's here. I find it. I see it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's it. That's it. Thank you. So I've copied that email. So all of this thing I'm even sharing is really, really is even more it's going to be more useful for those of you here in Nigeria right now. So a lot of authors, you want to tell them that you can put their book on 4 platforms, you have gotten a ticket to charge more. And like I was sharing with you, it was the exact thing I learned. The moment I discovered it, I also was offering it as a service, and of course my fee increased. So anyway, so that was just by the way. You put the email here, you put the phone number here. I think the phone number is also here. Let me quickly get that. I'll just use this one here. I just put the phone number here. I just paste that. Then the address. I also put the address here. Let me find it. I'll just copy and paste the address here. Then password. I'll just create a password. Of course, the one that I can remember. I hope I can remember all of these passwords. I said I was going to share it with you. I did not share it again. Let me just use another one and see. I'll be able to. I thank God I saved them. So I'll use another password now. I'll click on proceed. Right. So now after clicking on putting all those first information, click on proceed. It's going to now bring you here. This is where you now put the details of this book, the details of the book, the book title, the cover image, and so on and so forth. So just watch what I do very quickly. The book title. When you are publishing books like this, always have the book open somewhere so that it's easy for you to copy the information and paste. So that's what I will do right now. I'll copy the information, I'll paste. Um, so I'll just look at what I did. I copied both the I copied the title and subtitle. I copied subtitle and subtitle. and I pasted, but I use a colon to separate title from the subtitle. The Fountain of Youth, then colon, then unlocking the secrets of this that that that. So that said, I will now you click on here to upload my cover image. I'll click on this to browse, click on this to browse, then look for the cover image inside my laptop. So I'll upload cover image. Then on this part where you see author's name, this is how you go about author's name. On this part, you will click on if you see here now, you cannot type anything. You have to click on add because it's a new author you're adding. So click on add, and when you click on add, you are now going to all you simply to do is just type in the author's name here. Here we have Dr. Green as the author. So when you click on when you type sorry, let me do that again. Dr. Green. After typing Dr. Green, come you see that this down, just scroll down to the last part. You see where it says create Dr. Green. That was to say that you are creating a new author. Click on create Dr. Green and it shows up here immediately. Then you click on submit. You see, the author's name is now here, Dr. Green. Select book. This is where you now upload the book, the EPUB version of your book. You can see that only EPUB format is allowed. You see, only EPUB format is allowed. So I'll click on browse to quickly go and look for my EPUB aging upload. It's now here. I'll scroll down. Publisher's name. This is where you now type in your publishing company's name. You can go ahead to type in your publishing company's name here, or you can even choose to leave it blank. But leaving it blank will not actually move the book anywhere. So you will not even cannot even proceed if you don't put a publisher's name. So I'll just go ahead and use any of this publishing name I use here. I'll just use this. By the way, my company's name is Mind to Global Oasis. So I usually use Mind to Global Publishing or Oasis, anyone. So year of publishing, year of book release, you can just come here and select the year, which is 2023. Then age restriction. There's no age restriction for this book. However, it is better to just always select adults 18 and above because if you select any other one that is below adults, it means that your book is for children. So whether as long as you're reading the book and it's not for children, just come here and select 18 and above. That's all. You don't need to, it does not mean anything. Then genre for your book. The genre of your book you click on add, type on add. This genre is also like the categories, just like we did on other platforms. Genre. Then all you need to do here is come here and look through and look for the parts or the category that particularly fits your own book. So I quickly come here and I see health and fitness, health and fitness. I'm not going to select there to look for which particular option fits my book. See, we have all of these pain management, oral health, reference, safety, sexuality, sleep, tai chi, vision, and so on and so forth. Women's health. None of this fits my book. I'll look at the other option. Appears to be the same thing. So it does not really fit to the essence of my book. So I'll look for other options that actually talks about my book specifically. So let me see. There is nature. Let me see what is under nature. There is nothing there related to this book. So well, this is how you go about it. You just keep scrolling, keep checking. Okay, let me come to self help and see what we can find under self help. So I'll scroll downwards and look for options under self help. We have fashion, we have general, we have green lifestyle, we have journaling. I'll keep scrolling, motivational, inspiration. None of these options really fits my book, so I'll keep scrolling to be able to be sure that I find something that reflects the exact content or concept of my book. So let me see. Um, Honestly, this is one aspect that I don't like in this entire publishing thing. Going forward to select the exact is really somehow. Anyway, so let me look at body, mind, and spirit and hope that I find something related. Let me see. Healing, there is inspiration and personal growth, mindfulness and meditation, new thoughts, reference, spirituality. There's even witchcraft. See, there's a book on witchcraft. Can you imagine? Parapsychology. Let me see. Whoa. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. This book that I wrote on, I don't even understand again. I cannot even see category that can really talk about this my book. Okay. Well, this is all part of the process. It's all part of the process. Let me see how I can. So if I look for this in too much and I don't see the one that directly talks to my book, I will select anyone. Because okay, fiction, games, health, fitness, oral health, physical impairment. Talking about aging, physical impairment. I can. Is it physical impairment? Is it related? Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Medical. Okay, let me look at medical. What can we find there? Mm, diseases, essays, forensic, healthcare delivery, healing, infection, long-term care, mental health. Ah, okay, see, there's nutrition. I will select nutrition. Then let me see other ones. There are three. You can select three categories. Yeah, the nutrition. Nutrition is part of it. Physical medicine and rehabilitation, no. Prosthetics, no. Psychiatrism, no. Reference, research, surgery, terminal disease, transportation, urology, no. No, 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 and no. Okay. Reference. Let's look at reference and let's see what we can get there. Reference, personal and practical guide. Yes, I can select personal and practical guides. Then what else? What else? What else? Science and symbols, surgical, no. Wedding, writing skills, no. Ah, please, I will stop here. Let me stop here. And I've selected two already. I think it's good. You see, it says you can pick up to three genres, but this is really tiring. So I'll just select these two and click on submit. I know that if you, for your own book, you're writing more specific books, you'll be able to see more general terms to work with, please. Then this part that says length of book. The length of book is simply how many pages is your book. So that's just all they're asking you. It may not be accurate because eventually the way the book will be viewed by different people will appear differently. So just what I advise is look at the number of pages on your Microsoft Word. How many pages were there when you created it? So that's what I'm going to. This one has 53 pages. I'll just use 53 here. Then book type. Click on book type and select book. There are three options: book, comic, magazine. So select book. Always select book because especially if you are creating this kind of books now. These are all books. So just select book, not comic, not magazine. Then content restriction. Just leave this one. Leave this one. Don't write anything there. Then this one that says book synopsis is also like the book description or about the book or sales letter, whatever it is that you have written to describe the book. This is where you put it. I'll just paste there. And look at this part. You have a limit of 150 words. So anything you write here should not exceed 150 words, or else your book will not be added or published. Having said that, when you have inputted all this information correctly, you just click on add book. And once you click on add book, you see what happens here. It shows you again like a summary of your book details. You see, saying confirm details, summary of your book information, author's information, and the book you have uploaded with the cover. Then you can click on proceed if this is the only book you are publishing. However, you can click on add another book if you are publishing more than one book at a time. But my counsel and advice is that always click on proceed first to avoid stories that touch, so that you don't add five books and when you're not ready to proceed, network error happen. All your efforts for the five books are gone. So click on proceed. When you click on proceed, you will see that it will load now. Once it loads like this and finishes, once the moment it just finishes like this, I just wait. Bam, you see, your account has been created and your books have been sent for review. That's all. You click on launch profile and it takes you to your dashboard on Okada Books. Sorry, on BAM Books. Your dashboard on BAM Books, where you can now input your bank account information and see other information about your book. Number of books you have published. See this book we have published now. You see it's pending. So usually it takes like, from my experience, I've seen it takes up to like 1 week, 7 days before a book goes live on Bamboo. So that's another thing. It takes a lot of time before your book goes live. And if there's an error, you have to wait after 7 days before they'll tell you that there's an error. You have to go back again. However, it's a good platform if you have your books there. Fortunately, your books on Bambos can be read for free. So you can read for free. That's one. And number two is that there are other subscriptions too. So when your books are available on BAM Books, anybody who has a BAM Books account can come and read your books. And BAM Books actually pays you for people who read number of pages that they read from your book. So that's how BAM Books pay. From the payout I've seen so far, the payout are not that much. Oh, they're not that much, but at least no matter how small it is a passive income, something you just created once and you forgot about. Of course, nobody's going to pay you any money for doing nothing, even if it's small. So that's why we should also appreciate the little effort we get. So Bamboo is a good platform you should also explore. And then finally, before we go to another platform, let me go back to dashboard. I was talking about here. Here now you can click here to set up account, and then here you can now upload your bank information, account number, account name, and bank name. To do that, you click on edit account details, and then you put the information. You can see here that the information here, every bank here is strictly Nigerian based, or Africa. Let me say Africa based. But from what I see here, they are mainly Nigeria, because I can see Jais, I can see Bowen, I can see Polaris, and so on and so forth. So the platform also was created with Nigerians in mind. You know, most of these guys, when they create their platforms, they think that Nigerian authors have been marginalized, so they are trying to raise placards to wage against the war of marginalization of Nigerian authors. So they're trying to help Nigerians. So, anyway, so that's just the idea of this whole thing. And when you are done with this, that's all. That's all you need. After you have put the bank information, that's all. You just have to just go and sit back, wait till after 7 days, and you get an email that your book is now live and you are good to go with this platform. So I hope that this is understandable. This was well understood by everybody on this call. And if that's the case, let me know. If there's any point of confusion, any question, also let me know, so that we can know how to proceed going forward. So you can see that publishing on Okada Books is seamless and fast. Publishing on BAM Books is also seamless and fast. And that's why I said that creating the account first was the first thing to do. Publishing the books is now the last thing to do, which we have done. So now, so far, we have achieved publishing on two platforms very quickly and easily. And I'll wait for questions. If there's no questions, we can now go to the third platform, where we now publish on Kobo. When we publish on Kobo, we will now also publish on Seller, which rounds up the class. You see how fast we are going. Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Is it understandable, or is there any point of confusion? Thank you very much. Fantastic. Okay, out what part? Uh, Sorry. Okay, what part did you get lost? Page. So you got to a particular page, right? Okay, I was saying, the process is while you are setting up the account, but you did you understand the part of inputting the details of the author, selecting categories for the book, and also reviewing the account, right? Okay, good. Now, when you are done with all those information and they will ask you to confirm details, once you confirm details and you click on submit, the next thing you will see is a page. The next page is going to you see something will load up from 0 to 100%. Once you get to 100%, a button is going to display where you see launch profile. Do you remember that part? Fantastic. If you remember that part, once you click on launch profile, it brings you here automatically. You don't do anything else. Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you understand now. All right, so we'll just proceed now to the next platform we are going to be publishing on, and that platform is not that platform than Kobo. So remember the website writinglife.kobo.com. Writinglife.kobo.com. Now the thing about publishing is they all follow the same procedures. They all follow the same process. They all follow the same process. You log into your account, you have your cover and the content, you know your categories, you set your price. That's all. You move on. As simple as that, except your content are not correct. So I'm logging into this account. They say we should select pictures containing a bowling ball. So bowling, bowling, bowling. Done. I click on verify. I think I missed one. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it goes through. Oh, fantastic. It went through. Correct. So now this is the dashboard for Kobo. So just allow it to come up, allow it to load, let it come up. Fantastic. Now we are here. When you are here, you just click on create new ebook. That's all. Click on create new ebook. It brings you here. Great. So here you type in the ebook title. Like I admonished the other time, I have my ebook opened somewhere. So I'll just copy the information here, copy the title. So I'll paste here. Now on this platform, I advise you to paste only the first, paste the title on this part where you see ebook title, then paste the subtitle on this part where you see subtitle. Series name, ignore, except if you are creating a series. Author's name, we have Better Lakara here, but I'll change it to Dr. Green. You can add other authors if there are any. Publisher names default like this because it has somehow recognized my account on this particular platform. Then look at what it asks here. Is this the first time you are publishing your book? Always select yes. What this means, they just ask time to ask you if you own the complete rights for this book. So always select yes. Even if you have published it on another platform before. Of course, you have published it on Okada Books, you have published it on Amazon, you have published it on BAM Books, but we have to select yes because this is the first time I'm publishing this book on Kobo. So technically, it's the first time. So scroll downwards. This part where you ask for EISBN, ignore. Primary print ISBN, ignore. They're all optional. Is this content part of the public domain? Always select no. Then, okay, we are going to come down here. But before we come down here, this is the part now asking you for categories again. Remember the big category section. So click on categories. And again, just like other platforms, we have to now scroll to look for where this book is likely to fall in. So this book is a non-fiction book. I will start from non-fiction. I will scroll downwards and then I will look for the category that best fits my book. So let me start from health and well-being. And you see, excellent. You see how fast this one is now. I can see beauty and grooming here, which I'll select. This looks also like Amazon's, listings too. So beauty and grooming. Let me see fitness. What is there? Fitness. My book does not really talk about fitness. You see, under health, there's aging. See how easy this one is now. For this type, you can stay longer time. Um, you can stay lesser time rather to just to stay and see what particular option your book fall into. So you see, I've gotten two already. Let me just go through. It's not under this. It's not holistic health. I can see what other options here. healthcare issues, healthy living. Let me just select healthy living. So that makes it three options. Once I'm done with that, I just click on confirm here, and we are good with this. Then, not to forget my ebook, my book cover. So I'll click on it, and then I'll look for my book cover, which is this. I'll select that and upload. Allow it to load. Invalid type. What to say? Your cover image file format isn't supported. You can upload JPG or PNG. Okay, what format did I upload? Let me see. What format is that? Oh, that was I clicked on something different. This is the file I wanted to click on. This file. That was a Microsoft document. So allow it to load. Let it come up. Let it load. Let it come up. Just wait a few seconds. A few seconds. A few more seconds. Allow it to load. Allow it to load. Just wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have some network connections. Oh, so sorry. I had some network connection errors. So let me upload that file again. Just allow it to come up. What was happening? Uh, okay, fantastic. So this is the cover. Cover now uploaded. Great. So this is the cover we have here. And then once it, since I uploaded the cover, I just need to click on save and continue. Save and continue here. What did it say? It says fix. Please fix your errors. What errors? What error? Oh, you forgot to put the description. So I'm going to put a description here. Just a random description. I'll put that here. So this is the description of the book. Then I will s- click on save and continue right now. You see, it has saved and it's now moved to the next phase with a check here. Now it says ready to upload new content. I'm to upload my EPUB. Now look at the format that I accepted on Kobo. So we have EPUB, we have doc, we have docs, we have Mobi, and so on and so forth. So in case you don't have an EPUB and you want to publish on Okada and Kobo, you can simply upload your docs file. That is a Microsoft Word document that we have formatted. You can easily upload it here, and you are good to go. So I'm going to upload my EPUB because I have it. I'll upload it. Once I select and click on that, I'll click on upload. Remember how I did it was simply to either click on this space, this empty space bar here, or the search button here. Click on it, look for the file in your PC, upload it, then click on upload and allow it to load. Usually, it doesn't take anything to get it uploaded. Now you can see what's happening here. You see that you see your ebook is ready to be published to Kobo catalog. It says your ebook can be published, but we strongly recommend you fix the non-critical errors first. Now, these non-critical errors you are seeing here, they can only be validated using applications such as Sigil, Sigil. Sigil is a platform that I use for technical formatting of EPUB. Now you look at it says your book can be published. So if you don't have a tool like that, you can just ignore it and click on next. Except you have a tool like that that you now use to take some extra hours again, removing errors, validating. These errors will not affect the book. It's just remember that we converted this book using my Google Docs. So like it are just some codes that were added by Google Docs in this document. That's why you see the errors there. It does not affect anything. I can see he's saying that Number 10, table of content errors. So those are just the things that it is now fixing or this mentioning on this book. The content here we're not what's it called? Google Docs did not completely format this book for table of content. That's why you see the table of content errors here. But this book is usable and can be published right away. So, having said that, when you have uploaded your ebook and you see the errors, if you're not comfortable with the fact that you're seeing errors here, right? It's not compulsory that you must upload EPUB for Kobo. So what you can simply do is come back here and select, maybe come back and select your Microsoft documents. Remember that it's on Microsoft Word, everything was properly formatted. So come back and select your Microsoft documents and let's see what happens. Close. So let's see. You see the same thing. It uploaded, but let's allow it to finish converting, and let's see if it's going to show the same information. You see, it shows the same information. Unfortunately, it says resource failure. There was a passing. It say passing error, and then table of content. It says what must be read what two instances similar to must be in reading order, link target, and so on and so forth. So what is just saying that it does not recognize the link target imputed on the Microsoft document. So these are things that I personally can validate. Maybe I should, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take like 30 minutes to finish up. So what I want to just do is, in order not to bore us with a lot of technical ins and outs, just understand that when you create your EPUB using Google Docs and you upload it here, the book will be published correctly. And in fact, even when people read it, it's going to be correctly formatted, and everybody can read the book correctly. The only thing is that all of these things are just Kobo's way of telling you that there are aspects of your book that was not fully recognized by our platform, like the watermarks or the watermarks that are going to be added, and then the formatting of your table of content. Those are just the two things. Because if I open Google Docs now, I'll show you. Let me show you. Look at this is a table of contents that's already inside this book on Google Docs. Can you see that this is table of contents? Everything well set, but is but on what is it called on Kobo? Kobo is highlighting some parts of it to say that we cannot recognize. So you can just go ahead and click on next. Click on next. When you click on next, what I want you to do is apply digital rights. Always apply digital rights to your book. Please go ahead. It's fainting. Oh, really? Let me see. Uh, okay. Is he okay now? Because I cannot see what you're saying. What can you see right now? Okay, please. How do every other person? How are you seeing it? Is it fainting from your end? Okay. Okay. Wait. Let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing and share again because it's actually clear from here. Let me stop sharing and let me share again. Okay. Maybe you should check now. Perhaps it is better. Oh, great. Then we are good. Yes. Thank you. All right. So apply digital right management to your book. Geographical distribution rights. Also select that. Then you can decide to opt in for all of these. Just opt in, opt in, opt in. These are just other ways to promote your book beyond the scope of this platform. So just opt in, select, check everything, then put a price for your book. On Amazon, I think we use 2.99 for this book. Can't remember, but most times I use 2.99 for most books I publish. ebook. So you can use 2.99 and proceed, or you can choose something higher. It depends on you. So pricing is not, there's no rule of thumb. It's author dependent, book dependent, and depends on your choice. So select that, then we click on save and continue. Now it says go to payment information. So this payment information is where they're asking us to, okay, it's as if I have not imputed the US bank information for this account. I think that's why they're asking us to go to payment information. However, I did, okay, even the explanation I did that time it was mainly for illustration. I did not eventually come back here to input the information. That's why it's asking us to go to payment information page. Payment information page. Okay, so let me just quickly go there. But even if I go there, I don't have the information for that particular account. It will not go through. Except if I sign out of this account, then go to another account that has the information well set. However, before I even continue, let me ask: how many of us have had success setting up our Kobo account? For those of us who have tried, because it's important I even know before I even decide to continue with this or not. Because this part is not even supposed to show up if we had imputed the bank account information. How many of us have tried it? How many of us have had, those of us in Nigeria especially, how many of us have had our payday account set up and gotten the US dollar account? How many of us have had our payday account set up and gotten the US dollar account? Okay, I guess just a few persons, or maybe some of us we got too busy with ChatGPT and we forgot about other things. I think so. I think that's the concern we have right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is this. What I'll do right now, because if I the information for this particular account has not been set, right? So if I say I want to use the same account now to proceed, we will not be able to finish up because of the fact that there are no set account for this particular account. Except if I just use random information just to show you, for example, except if I use a random information just to show you as an example, which I let me just try and do. Let me see. I think I have an information somewhere here. Just give me 1 second. What's the name of this? Um, um, just give me 1 second to get that information. Where is this information? They sent it to me. Fantastic. Okay, I've seen it. So let me just use a random information here. So here, you put the routing number, you click on search bank locations, and it's going to come up like this. You select the first option, it's going to come up like this. I'm going to now put this information. Now, this information I'm going to put, it will not tally with this particular bank information, but this is how you do it. You put the account number here, and you put the bank information here. You put the account holder name here. Let me just use this is not correct, but this is not the exact account. But I'm just using it for illustration. So when I'm done here, I'll click on save changes. You see, that's all of. Click on save changes. I'm done. So I'll click on cancel now. Just click on cancel. Click on cancel. I just hope that it doesn't take us to start this whole process afresh. I just hope so. Let me see. I just hope it doesn't, because if it does, I might as well just ignore this platform and move on to something else. Oh, thank God! It says in progress. Thank God. So I'm going to now proceed. This is where we are setting price. So you see, it has now opened. I will now use a price. The price we used 2.99 that time. I will use the same 2.99. And you see the royalty rate here is about for 70%. What is this one? Okay, I've heard. Close now. So I used 2.99 and it shows 2.99. Then it's all these other platforms, all these other currencies will automatically populated. Once you're done, you click on save and continue. Then it will take you to this last phase. Look at the date here, March 17, 2023, just to confirm the publication date. And once you are done, you click on publish ebook. So I will not publish this book because of the information that was used. Most of them are not correctly done. But when you get to this point, just click on publish ebook. Click on publish ebook, and that is all. That is all. It will take a while. It usually take on Kobo takes maximum 48 hours, and your book will be live. No, maximum 72 hours. So within 24 hours and 72 hours, your book will be live and available on Kobo. So you will get an email to tell you that the book is now live. So, but this is just the process. Very simple, very fast, and easy. Please, I hope we got it up to this point so that we can publish on the last platform and then we round up today's class. All right, thank you very much. So we'll go to the last platform now, which is Seller. Seller is a popular platform, popular website that a lot of people sell books and sell other digital products. So I'm going to now log in quickly to Seller, to this account on Seller, where we will now finish up this class. Seller, selar.co, seller.co is the platform we are on right now. So we are going to log in because every one of us have an account already. So the details are here. We click on login and we are here. Fantastic. Remember that we have added, did we? Yes, we did. Added the bank account information at the other time. And then now we are want to add our products. So to publish your book on Seller is just by simply clicking on add products. On add products. So just please just give me like 30 seconds. Just give me like 30 seconds get back to get back here. Just 30 seconds. I'll be back here shortly. 30 seconds, please. Can even use it to take some break. Open is one computer. So sorry for that break. I needed to attend to something very quickly. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. So now to publish your book on Seller, so all you need to do is very simple. You are here, you click on add product, then you see you can sell the physical product, you can sell digital product, you can sell tickets, you can sell subscriptions where people will be paying you monthly or yearly and whatsoever. And the way this works is a very fantastic option. The way it works is that when you sell subscriptions, people will supply their information, especially their bank information, especially their cards. And if it's a 3 month plan, for instance, after 3 months, they are automatically charged. Like they will set it to automatically charged, and then they continue the subscription. But if they don't want to continue, then you can close it. You can sell services here, counseling services, design services, and so on. You can sell courses here as well. You can also sell videos. You can sell. streaming services. You can sell memberships or courses and so on and so forth. So these are very fantastic. What's it called? Very fantastic op- options to explore. So what we are working on for today is digital products. So click on next, and then allow it to come up. So now, remember I said that I was going to show you something also fantastic that I should have shown you before now, especially on publishing on Seller. On Seller, you don't necessarily use the flat covers. You don't use the flat covers for publishing on Seller because it's not going to look nice. So what we use are called mockups, or what people call 3D book covers. So I'll show you how to create that with few clicks. Technology has gone far beyond what we think. So with very, very few clicks. In fact, maybe 3 clicks and we are done. All right. So let me show you. I'll show you two platforms very quickly that we're going to use. First, I'll show you how to do that. Then we come back here and populate this information, and our book goes live immediately. All right. So the first platform you can use to create 3D mockups is, I'll show you the one I use more frequently, is smartbookmockups.com. I put the link in the chat right now. Smartbookmockups.com. I will also share my screen for you to see what I'm working on. But I'm putting the link right now. Smartbookmockups.com. So let me open it and share the screen. Yes, smartbookmockups.com. Fantastic website. So when you are here, all I need you to do is just come to this part where you see print, highlight it. Come to this part where you see books, click it. Remember, print, books. Once you have clicked on it, then you see there are a lot of options, a lot of different types here, different styles you can engage in, you can use. So what I want you to do in order to save your time is just filter from this part, filter, and click on free. Ensure that so that you get all the options you have here that will come out for you is free. You don't have to pay for any of them. So once you have clicked on free, now you can now explore. You can explore in two ways. By uploading your cover, you can upload the book cover here and then allow it to populate all these options. Or I will recommend what I want to tell you now. Use this other option by scrolling through first, browse through and see first which design looks like the format of your book, number one. And number two, which design is nice that will most likely represent your kind of book. There are locations where if you use a book now, you use white hand like this, they'll say, racism. If there are locations also that if you use a book and they say black hand, they'll say, we don't buy black books from blacks. So you have to be careful as to which option you choose. So then there are books, for instance, this kind of mock-up now with this young lady here with a book, with a bag. If you write a book about maybe young ladies, girls, you can use a mock-up like this because it's going to reflect the style of a book. And I see a lot of people using these two especially because of how nice they look. This one looks quite foreign, which most people use, and I use sometimes. So, what do you do? Let's assume that we have selected that option now. Let's assume that I've selected. You see how fine this thing looks, right? I've selected this option now, and I want my book to come here, right? After selecting the option, all I just need to do is look at there are two things I need to upload: upload the book cover and upload the spine. Upload the book cover, upload the spine. So okay, let me finish up with this, then I'll tell you something else. So I'll click on upload, this part that says upload from, I'll click on it, then select upload image. Upload from, upload image, click on it. Then to take you to your book or to your laptop documents for you to select what you want to upload. So I'll do that. And once I click on it and allow it to load for a few seconds, you see what will happen now. You see that? See, my book now is not here. Isn't this nice? This is fantastic. This is my book cover right now here. Then now it's saying upload spine because you cannot, if you download this book now, you can decide to download this book right away. But I can also decide to upload spine. Now, in this case, I may choose not to upload any spine. Why? Because the part for the spine is hidden. Can you see? You cannot even see the spine, right? You cannot even see what is there on the spine. So I can decide to just click on download and download. So this book is going to be downloaded, right? This cover is going to be downloaded. This mock-up rather will be downloaded immediately. So I'm going to generate three mock-ups. I'm going to generate three mock-ups so that I'll show you how to go about using some of these tools, and they are really really easy, right? So for ebooks, remember that ebooks do not have most ebooks are published without back covers, so you don't have to bother about back covers. Just do for the front cover and proceed. I don't know what's happening. Somebody's trying to join. Mr. Nelson is just coming. Okay. All right. So okay, great. So now that we have done this, you can even scroll down. You see other variations of your upload. You can see different variations, but don't worry, don't select any of those ones. Just go back. Once you go back, there are now other plenty other designs you can use. Now let me show you one that is actually very professional that most people use. Just when you scroll down, you see all these other design styles, all these other design styles that are on white background. Also explore them. They are also fantastic. The one I want to show you is on the next page. So I'll click on next. If I select it, you'll see that some most authors that you know have used it. Just come, you see, this is the option, this particular one here. This one looks very nice. If I upload, let me upload the picture and you see. Select it again. I'll just come here, select upload from, upload image, and then I'll upload the image again and allow it to load, and boom, we are here. See that? Fantastic, nice. So I'll download again, then I will show you one more. After showing the last one, then I'll open another platform that I'll show you even more fantastic styles. That one has that one has a sort of combination of ebook and paperback together. Very fantastic platform. I saw that platform before even seeing this one. So okay, this is the second one we have created. Then let me show you the last one. Let me show you the last one that most people use. Let me show you quickly. I don't know why this always comes up like this. Okay, it's loading but taking time. Okay, great. So this is the last one. Let me go back and show you one more. Let me show you one more that people use. Now, these are also beautiful images. Look at this. This one with a flower. But mind you, like I said, explore. Anyone that you think is nice for you, you can go ahead and use it. This is also nice. If your book is about, I don't know, you just upload, just upload. This is how it works. Just upload. Be creative. It's your book. You feel free to do what you want with it. So this is also another bouquet, but I will not use this one because, as you can see, the size of my cover is not fitting on the size of the mock-up. There's a white space at the left and white space at the right, so it does not really fit my book. So I will ignore it. I will not choose it. So let me just stop here. I will close it, close this page, and open another one so that we save time. And you on your own, I've given you the tool. Explore on your own. Check, check, and check. Now, it's not only another fantastic thing you should know is that it's not only for books that you can use this. You can use this for branding. You can use it on t-shirts. If you're you can use your design on t-shirts, on mugs, on posters. You can create mock-ups for magazines. You can create mock-ups for different things. Yes, see smartphones, see laptops, see watches, social media, videos, a lot. So hoodies, you can see them pillows, on candles, on seasonals, New Year, Easter, Halloween. This is just a what is that word? It is a world on its own. So feel free to explore and use it beyond the boundaries of book creation. Having said that, I'll show you the last platform for today, and then we publish on Seller and call this training a day. Now the last platform is what I'm to show you right now. The platform is called DIYbookcovers.com. DIYbookcovers.com. But if you go to DIYbookcovers.com, you may get lost on the platform. So I'm going to share you the exact link that will bring you here. The exact link that will bring you to this page you are seeing right now is what I've shared with you in the chat. So the exact link that will bring you to this page is what I've shared with you on the chat. This is a platform that not so many people know about. Trust me. You see that smart book mockups, smart mockups that I just shared with you, smartmockups.com. Virtually everybody know about that one, but this one not everybody know about it. Trust me. So I'm showing you today for you to maximize for your good. Now, when you come to this platform, there are three levels, three options mainly. Step one, for you to choose the 3D mockup you want. Step two, for you to upload your cover. And step three, for you to download what you have designed. So, under step one, there is single and then there is composite. On single, you can see there are mockups for ebooks on tablets, single book, smartphone. You see, there are different formats that you can employ. So in this for this particular training subject, we will work. We are going to create just two mockups, and then we are good. So on this one, I'm going to select one. I'm going to select. Let me just select any one. I don't know which one to even select, but let me just try. Let me select this. So the what you just simply do is select any one that you think you want to work with. Select it, right? Then you click on next. After you click on next, you click on browse to select your cover. You click on browse to select your cover. After you selected your cover, you click on upload to upload your cover. You see 100%. This is the cover. You click on upload your cover. This is the cover. Then you click on next. Once you click on next, it's going to bring you to this page, and all you need to do here is to select whether PNG or JPG. So remember when we were creating covers, I told you the difference between JPG and PNG. I said PNG are usually um, picture format that do not have backgrounds, but JPG have background. So I'm going to select because I'm uploading this directly on Seller. I will select JPG because I will need the background, the white background, to make my book stand out. So I'll click on JPG and then allow it to load. When I click on JPG, the file will automatically be downloaded, or it will show me that it wants to get downloaded, and I'll download it. I have downloaded it. I'll show you what it looks like when we're about to publish. I'll show you what everything looks like. So now that I've downloaded one, I will click on back. Just click on back like this. Back, click on back again, back. Then this time come back and select another design style. I can choose maybe this tablet here. I can choose this tablet to create a mock-up out of that. Or I, I will not choose any tablet. You do that on your own and look at how it works. Rather, I'll come here and select composite. Composite now will open this for me. You see the beauty of this. You can now create a mock-up that combines ebook and paperback together. Ebook on tablets, paperback on hard surface. You can use this to create as many as you want. Use it for your social media, jingles, social media distribution, and just enjoy the cloud. So let me select this. I'll just select that. I'll click on next, and then okay. Before I click on next, let me explain something. You see some of these other ones that are the way the book look. You see this book now, the way it's standing, the spine is visible. This one, the spine is visible. Anyone that you have the spine visible, just know that you'll be asked to upload a spine. So make sure if you don't have a spine for your book, make sure that you stick with the design types that do not display the spine. For instance, this one, this do not display anything that has to do with spine. So you can proceed using any of those other options, right? So I'm selecting this. I'll click on next. Then you see that the cover has already been uploaded. Correct? The cover uploaded before is still here. I'll just click on next again and then scroll down and click on JPG again. And the cover, I'm sorry, Let me see. If I do that, it's not going through. I have to upload again. I click on that. Okay, they're telling me that they could not find the cover. So that's okay. It's understandable. I'll just go back and upload the cover again. Just upload the cover again. Upload. Once it's uploaded, I click on next, and then I scroll down and click on JPG, and my cover is downloaded successfully. So I download it and save it. So now I have all of these mockups ready for me to start using on Seller. So I'm going to go back to Seller right now, where I show you how these things are used. Right now, on this part where you see your image needs to be at least 300 by 300 pixels, preferably a square image, and so on and so forth. It says drag and drop your product image or browse. So I'll click on this part, and then I'll come here and select it. Now the good thing is that you can select up to, I think, 5 or 6 different book. I mean different, what do they even call it here? Different product image. You can select for 4, 5, 6 different product images here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to now select all the mockups that I've downloaded. I think I have about 4 of them. I'll select them one after the other in no particular order, right? And then I'll click on open. So you see, all of them will now just be uploaded here. One, two, three, four. You see that uploaded, right? Now let's move on. I'm going to show you how it looks like when we are done. Now, name of product. Name of product is the name of your book. Name of product, name of your book. So as always, I have my book opened. I'll just copy and then I'll paste here. I'll just use a colon to separate the both of them. Then price of book. Remember we use 1,000 naira on Okada books. I'll just maintain that price. If I want, I increase the price or anything. If I want, I leave it for free. If you want the book to be for free, you just make this zero. You just make this zero like this. It becomes for free. So I want it to be 1,000 naira. Then if you are running like a promotion, for instance, you want the maybe you are the actual price of your book is 3,000, but you want to sell it for 1,000 for a limited period. You can check this option here, this part that says strike out original price, then put 3,000 here. 3,000. So when the book is now published, you see that 3,000 naira will be struck out. It will be there, but struck out. Then 1,000 naira will now be there as the price. So people will now know that, oh, this book, original price for this book is 3,000 naira, but this author is selling it for 1,000 naira. I will leave it like that so that you will see how it works, but it's not necessary if you don't need it. Then here I'm now going to paste the description of this book, or the about the book section, or the sales copy. Remember how we do it. So I'm going to paste that here. Then I'll go to the next option, categories. Categories here, just like the other platforms where we have been selecting the categories for this book, this also requires us to select category. You see, there are different options here: health and fitness, wealth and finance, business, marketing and sales, and so on and so forth. But I see something here, health and beauty. So I'm going to choose health and beauty because this has to do with physical attraction. Now it's asking us for sub categories. We are now asked for supplements, whether it's supplement, makeup, hair care, personal care, health care, skin care. Wow, I don't even know which one to choose here. I think this should be skin care, if I'm not mistaken, because it has to do with external beauty. I think it should be this more of skin care than any other. So I'll just select skin care. Having selected skin care, I will come here and they're asking me if it's a digital product or what kind of product I'm uploading. This is a digital product. These are other options to select from, but this is a digital product. So I allow it as digital product. If your book is a pre-order product, you are publishing it now, but you want people to get access to it by next month, then you can select pre-order. And what happens is that when anybody pays for that book, the person will be informed that this is a pre-order book, and you will also be informed like 2 days to the date to tell you that your book will become available to buyers. Please upload the content you want them to get. And once it is the date you have set and the time, the book will be automatically sent to whoever has purchased it. So that's a very fantastic way to also sell. So, but this is not a pre-order book, so I'm not going to check it. But just for explanation, let me check it. I'll check it, and you see that they'll ask you pre-order release date is when. All you need to do is to come here and select the date you intend to release this book to the audience, I mean to the general public. But this is not a pre-order book. And you can always come back and change this option, so it is not as though it's a static information. Then lastly, this part about giving a buyers access to your file. The question here is that, do you want people who pay for your book to have immediate access to your file? If you uncheck this, if you say no, then it means that when somebody buys the book, when somebody pays for the book, they will not get anything in return. So this, you can, in other words, you can use this particular option to just create a blank product. You create a product, you put it on sale, people pay, but they get nothing in return. So that's scam. That's scamming people. You don't want to do that. So select give buyer access to a file. You select that. Then you have two options here. Do you want people to automatically be able to download the book when they pay for it, or you want them to only read it online? There are authors who don't want people to download their book at all. They are afraid that people are going to share their book to other people and get access to their content for free. So those kind of authors select read only. But authors who are confident in what they have done, who know that the moment my book is purchased, and if somebody reads it and send it to another person, they are increasing the level of reach for me. They are publicizing my content, even though I don't get the money immediately. Somebody else is getting impact from me. They don't really care about all of that. They select downloadable file. And once you select that, whether you select downloadable file or you select read only file, you are expected to upload the PDF version of your book. So I'll go here now and upload the PDF version of my book. Okay, all right. Well, from what I see here, when it is downloadable file, it must not be PDF. From what I see, actually, it must not be PDF. Look at what it says here. To upload multiple files or bundles, simply zip or compress all the files to a .zip file, then ensure it's zip and not RAR. So this one, when you are trying to publish and sell bundles, you are encouraged to zip the file before uploading it. So which means on on this part, you can upload videos, you can upload PDF, you can upload docs, you can upload any format of file that you are selling to your reader. So I'm going to come here now, upload this file. Let me look at where is the file again. Okay, I don't have this file created as PDF, so I'm just going to upload this this doc file. I just upload it as the file to give readers. Then lastly, there's an option here that says automatically redirect the buyer to an external URL after purchase. Now, this is used especially when, for instance, you are selling a paid class. There are some of you who got this who paid for this particular bootcamp using Seller. You notice that the moment you paid, I did not have any interaction with you. The moment you paid, you went to Seller on your own, you made the payment on Seller by yourself, and as soon as you paid, you clicked, as soon as you just paid, you got automatically redirected to my WhatsApp. That is the use of this. When you select this option, you'll be given an option here to put a link that will automatically redirect somebody when they buy your book or when they pay for your product. You use this option when you want the buyer to have direct access to you or to another program, but the option is not compulsory. So you can choose to do what? To just ignore it, right? Having said that, when you have done all of those parts, all you need to do is to click on create product, and your book becomes available immediately. Fantastic. You see, it says edit, it says the fountain of youth, unlocking the secret to aging gracefully. See this, what it says here, live. And this is the link to my book. I'll just click on it now, and it's going to open for me to see. Not just me, but for the whole world to see. Now look at this. Can you see? This is the mockup we created using all the tools I showed you. This is one. Let me open the second one. This is two. You see the second one? Nice. Three. You see that? And four. See that? Isn't it nice? So this is better. Having something like this on seller is better than having a flat cover. If you have a flat cover, it's not even going to come out well. Everything will just be scattered around this entire. So that's the use cases of some of these 3D mockups, and these are things that even to create mockups, most people don't even know anything about mockups. Some people can even charge you a killing just to do these same things that are quickly done for free. We have looked at some websites and we see that somebody wants to create mockup and they are charging you as though it is a project on its own. So, but well, that's it. Most you pay for ignorance. So before we close this particular training, I'll share with you one last thing on seller that you need to know. Now look at this link. The link says https colon forward slash seller.co forward slash A292. Now this is just a random generated code. What if I want to edit or customize this link so that it reflects what I want? What if I want to customize this link so that it becomes something I can remember easily? So what do I do? If in that case, when you are after you have published your book and your book is live, an option will show here. Look at this option. It is not this option is not available before you publish the book. It's usually available after you have published the book. This option is customize URL. So you click on customize URL, and once you click on customize URL, you see this option here. Look at it with this pencil icon. Just tap on it, tap on it again, and change this to whatever you want. The title of this book is The Fountain of Youth. That is TFOY. I can change this to The Fountain of Youth. Seller.co forward slash TFOY. And then when I'm done, I click on this check button, click on it. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, it's a URL already taken. So this URL that I just formulated has already been taken, so I cannot use it. So TFOY, Fountain of Youth, blah blah blah. I can say TFOY ebook. Let me just leave it like that. Let's say TFOY ebook and do that so that it's now done. So after doing that, all I need to do now for it to reflect is to click on update product. When I click on update, you can see now the website of the URL for this book now is now https colon forward slash seller.co forward slash TFOY ebook. And this is how you see people customizing their links and getting it more attractive to the eyes of the reader. So I think that is all for this particular class, and I'm going to pause here to take questions if there are any. If there is no other question, then we can call it a night for this training. I think it was quite a stretch this night. It was quite a stretch. So let me get questions if there are any, so that I can know that we are on the same page. Okay, I think in the aspect of questions, I believe that we all got some fantastic ideas, information from what I've shared so far, and I believe that yes. Good evening, Mr. Nelson. Welcome. Okay, please go ahead. Um. Okay. 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 Is that any other question? Okay. Good. Let me ask. Let me answer your question. I'll come in. Let me answer his question. Then I'll take yours. For your question, let me share the page again so that you see what I did. Okay, this is the page, right? Customize. Now that time I used TY, the no TF, the fountain of youth. Now when I use this option and I click on this, look at what it says. It says URL already taken. Now what it means is that somebody else have used this exact same initials that I wanted to use. Now there is no limit as to what you can use here, but the essence of using this is to shorten the link for somebody else. If you want to use, if I, for instance, if I want to say the fountain of youth, right? Seller.co forward slash the front. I can use this and it will go. See, you see, if I update, it will still go. I'll just if I click on update now, look at this, the title of this book or the link for this book has automatically changed to the title of the book. That is seller.co forward slash the fountain of youth. There is no limit. Also, I can even choose to use only figures, or I can use to join figures and letters, and it will still go through. But it is not really wise to use something too long that even you find it hard to remember what you have used. Or if somebody wants to type it to look for it on the internet, they now have to be typing something too long. The length of the URL might even discourage somebody from actually searching for it. So the hope you get it right now. What is this now? Thank you very much. So let me get your question, ma. Okay, all the links I shared, right? Okay. All right, so I'll do that right away. I'll do that. I'll do that right away. So I've copied those links. Let me paste it down in the group. It's not in the group. It's not in the group. It's not in the group. Okay, so it's going to be in the group in like 3 seconds. Okay, while I'm doing this, can I let's is there any other question, please, so that I can know if there is none, then I know we are good to go. We are good to go, and I believe that we all okay. How to copy and paste for editing? Okay, on ChatGPT. Okay, great. Yes. This will be like an add-on. But let's end this. But I want to just stop. I'll just stop recording so that I will talk about that. But it's so that it's not going to just mix up with this training. It's not a secret or anything. But I just wanted to share something I will have shared during the. Okay, let's just continue. It's going to be part of it. Anybody that watches this will get to learn that later. Okay. What I wanted to share with you that time was while we were talking about um writing or with ChatGPT, the AI tool. We already talked about generating content, but I did not show you the best way to copy what you have generated. Some of you, after you have created content, when you copy it, it's now going to come out in a way that you will not really get it. Either with boxes everywhere, or it's scattered, or when you paste it, you see if you will see some you just see a lot of things that you don't understand. Now let me quickly do that. I will open ChatGPT now and show you so that you understand how it is done. You understand how it's correctly done. So I'll open ChatGPT now. Let me open. Where is this ChatGPT right now? Window. I think window. Yes, here. Good. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, let me reload. So this is ChatGPT. I hope you all can see my screen. Yes, I believe so. Fantastic. Okay, great. So let me hide all of this. Let me make this immersive. Change layout. Spotlight. Close and full screen. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So great. This is ChatGPT. Now let me just use any of these options that I have done before. What should I use? What should I use? Let me see. What is this? Okay. Let me use this. Okay, fantastic, great. Now this is a content that let's say I've generated using ChatGPT, right? Then I want to copy this content and paste. Let me copy. I've generated it already. I'll copy here. Copy. But remember that in that class we did not talk about copying and pasting. So let me show you something. So you have copied the content and then you are going back to Microsoft Word and you want to paste it. So let me open Microsoft Word now and show you. I'll stop sharing this. Then I'll share this. I'll share this. Fantastic. Okay. Now if I content I've copied, if I just click on Control V now, paste. And you see what happened? Look at it pasted everything inside the box. If you do this, it's good though, but it's going to what you have pasted is you have pasted content with watermarks everywhere. All of these boxes you're seeing is more or less watermarks. It's not how you should paste your content. So I will undo. When you want to paste, right click. When you after you copy, when you copy content from ChatGPT, come to your this canvas, right click on any place. Just look at this place that says paste options. Just try. You see this first option. It says keep source formatting. That is the exact way you copied it on ChatGPT. That's the way to paste. That's it. That's what it means by keep source formatting. Move to the second one. You see the second option? There is no there is no box on it. Look at this. Look at this. There is no box on it. However, it is well formatted with the numbers and the two headings. I mean the introduction and conclusion. Well done. This part says merge formatting. Look at look at. Then the last option it says text only. Text only now we just paste everything randomly without any. So always use the second option. Again, I'll do that. Let me do that again. You come here, copy what you have created with ChatGPT, come to your Microsoft Word, then right click and paste using the second option. You see that? Now, if you do this, your content will be well arranged, and usually it's going to be well arranged depending on the formatting style you have already started using in the book. Now, I will just show you an example. Now, let's say that this is the way the book is. Right? Let me highlight everything here, right? Then let me quickly just do a random formatting. Let me change this to Georgia. Increase the font size to 14. Just then make this justify, right? Then maybe change the spacing. Use 12 here. I don't know. Just use anything. Let's assume that this is what I have now I've edited this now. Well, let me say formatted it, and it's now looking like this. Now, let's say I want to now copy another content from ChatGPT. Let me go back to ChatGPT, copy another random content, and I would like to always share what I'm doing so that you see what I'm doing. Let me now share another random content. I say share. Let me copy another random content from ChatGPT. Let's see which other one should I copy. Let me copy this other option. I'll copy it. Copy this option, right? Then let me go back to Microsoft Word. So I want to paste this now. If I right click and I use the first option, you see what, okay, let me just paste it so that you won't see what I'm saying. You see what happened? It pasted it just like a copy from ChatGPT. The formatting style is different from what I have been working on. Now let me undo. But let me paste now using the second option. You see that? You see how everything fits directly the way I was writing. Exactly the way I was writing. That's how it so once you do like that now, anytime you come copy and paste using the second option, everything will keep be formatting itself just the way your formatting style has been created. So I'll copy a last thing now. I want to copy this one that also has numberings so that you understand what I'm saying. Let me copy some numberings from ChatGPT and I will do the same thing. Paste with the first option, see what happens with boxes, undo, paste with the second option, see what happens with the same numbering, but sorry, the same numbering, but well formatted with everything justified, numbering done, spacing correctly inserted, and so on and so forth. So this is how you actually copy and paste from ChatGPT to your Microsoft documents. I hope this is clear. I hope you understand it now. If you do it like this, you will not have much issues with your formatting. But firstly, before you copy and paste, ensure that you you do a basic formatting for the book. Then it becomes easier as you proceed with other options. I hope this is well understood, man. I thought everybody else will benefit from this, so that's why I said let me share it. Fantastic. No, no. So what you can do is if all of your content has boxes, right? What you can just do what you can just do is okay, create open a new tab, a new file on Microsoft Word. Just let me show you quickly. Let me show you. I'll do the example now, just so that you understand. I will copy all of this and paste it randomly first, just for me to show you what you have done already and show you what you can do practically. Let me show you quickly, 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 quickly. I hope you are seeing my screen though. Fantastic. So this is what let me say this is what you have. I'm sure that this looks like what you have right now, like something like this, right? Now what I want you to do is open a new open a new document. Let me see what you are seeing. If you are seeing a new document. Okay, you're not seeing a new document. Let me open a new document. Open a new document. This is a new document. Open it. Now you have a new document like this. Hmm? You see this new document. First thing you want to just do, just come here and format it the way you want. Like layout, come to layout, come to size, come to more sizes. Format it. If it is 6 by 9 you want to use, make it 6 by 9. Change this into the margins to 111 if you want, or something lower. Make 0.05. Then vertical alignment, let it to be top. Click on OK. Once you have this like this, come back to home and then use the font size you choose, the any one you want, and the font style. If you want to use Calibri, if you want to use Georgia, Arial, whatever it is, then choose the font, what's it called now, font size too. Once you have chosen that, now come back to that file where you have what you have copied from ChatGPT randomly. Copy everything, just copy everything, right? You can use Control A and copy everything. Then come back to this new document you have uploaded. Right click now, and then use the second option. Just use the second option. You see everything we pasted. Everything. What did I even copy? Let me see what I copied again. Okay, I did not copy it. What I pasted was the wrong one. So just copy, just paste. Use the second option. You see everything we pasted. Did you see everything we pasted back the way this looks? Everything we pasted back in a more properly formatted style. A more properly formatted style. So all you may just need to do is to do one or two touches as to adjust the alignment to fit up to the sides, and before you know it, you have your manuscript back. And you can do them in bits. You can do them in bits. Your manuscript is not completely lost. It's just one or two issues that you may have had. So that one is not a problem. If you try and you see that you are having more issues with going ahead with that, you can send me a private message. I can pick up the manuscript and help you just quickly run through everything so that you have your book back and you're able to work with it. So I hope that is understandable and it is clear. Fantastic. So I think no other questions are here for me. We can round up the class right now if there is no other question, which I believe none. Okay, 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 okay. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It has been a fantastic day, really, really fantastic. I enjoyed the class today. I'm sure you did, and we look for. Thank you for the many claps. We look forward to the next class. We look forward to the next class. In the next class, we should be doing something more interesting. I think we should be. Let me see what do we have in the next class. I usually get that skipped sometimes. Let me see what do we have in the next class. Just a second. Fantastic. On the next class, we're talking about book optimization. Optimization. That's when we are now talking about how to optimize your book on Amazon for more visibility and sales. Then we will explore some things about all those best-selling stuff, and that is the day I'm going to show you the screenshots of my own book when it went to when I got bestseller status and I became a big man. Anyway, so that was just by the way. Anyway, so that we are going to explore all of that, and then we have all of that well set. So I'm looking forward to the next class. Thank you very much for being here. This is me signing out at Amazon. Thank you. And the Authors Accelerators Bootcamp on the 6th. Guys, good night. Have a wonderful, great weekend ahead. Bye bye.